Starts now.
Good evening. If you're planning to travel in the year 2020, you might need a new form of identification to get on board a plane. A state driver's license won't get you through security, but a real ID will.
23 ABC's Emma Lockhart joins us tonight in studio with what you need to know about the new ID cards and how to get one.
Emma? Jess, the real ID is essentially a new form of a state's driver's license or ID card. The only physical difference is this gold bear with the star in the right-hand corner. Real ID requires stricter documentation to apply for one, and come the year 2020 could be an option but requirement for some.
It's a new form of identification here in the state, the California Real ID. Similar to a driver's license or identification card, only it requires more documentation to get one.
The reason why actually I got it is because when you go on an airplane, locally, like just within the U.S., I don't want to carry my passport around. You know, what if you lose that on the plane? That can be cumbersome to get a new one. So you just give them your real ID and it's all covered in that.
Bakersfield resident Navjot Singh is ahead of the game, choosing to get the real ID before it becomes a requirement for some. Come October 1st, 2020, Californians who don't have a passport or military ID will need a real ID to fly or enter a federal building. The California Department of Motor Vehicles has a checklist online walking you through all the documentation you will need. That includes providing one identity document, one document that shows your social security number, and one document that proves your California residency.
Residency documents include things like a mortgage or lease agreement, a phone bill, a bank statement, and even your vehicle registration card.
But starting next year, you will need even more documentation.
If you're planning to apply for a federally compliant Real ID driver license or ID card, you will be required to provide two different proofs of residency beginning in April 2019.
This is because Homeland Security changed the guidelines for how the DMV collects forms of residency, the change causing confusion for some who already got their real IDs, fearing they now don't meet federal standards. But officials with the DMV say those IDs are still valid.
Those who already have a Real ID driver license or ID card won't need to provide a second residency document until their driver license or ID card is up for renewal.
Officials recommend bringing as many documents as possible to ensure you have all the requirements, and say don't wait until the last minute.
Don't procrastinate. The October 2020 deadline is going to be here very soon.
Now, officials also recommend filling out this online application to save you time at the DMV office. The Real ID driver's license costs $35, and officials say it takes 6 to 8 weeks to receive it. Reporting in studio, Emma Lockhart, 23 ABC.